Hello, everybody. Jim Egan, head of school, Synapse School, with a Friday update, and it is the last official day of summer. Fall begins tomorrow. I think that's a great thing, the change of seasons. As someone from the East Coast, that change is always something I'm looking forward to. We had a great Friday. We got outside today after a week of mostly inside due to the air quality, but things are clearing out. All right, let's get into it. Number one, Sync, thank you. Parent organization here at Synapse. Our parents provided us with an incredible lunch. I loved it. Our staff loved it. We really appreciate you taking care of us so we can take care of your kids. Two, the annual fund. Most parents have heard me discuss this. Super important community event. This is an opportunity to give back to the school. You receive very much from us. It's important for our operations, right? This is the second largest revenue source for the school each year. Read the newsletter. You can ping me or Sarah Hill if you have questions. The particulars I discussed at Back to School Night. There'll be other emails coming too, but I want to give a prompt to the annual fund. For those who've already pledged, we've got a number of people who have already pledged. Thank you very much. Three, MAP growth tests. Early results are in. We're really excited about them. And so most of our kids, I would say, have gone through MAP growth. Some more of our lower school students will go through it next week. We're starting to look at the results. We'll be analyzing the data, the raw scores, the percentages. And then what we'll be doing is obviously communicating home to parents as well around the results, but we really want to look at our curriculum and how it relates to those scores. These tests are formative. They are here to inform our teaching and inform you as a parent where your student sits. They're not that dynamic like most tests. They're just a snapshot. They're going to be useful, but I want to give you an update on that. By the end of the month, we should have everything done, all the retakes and the makeups, because lots of kids are sick or out, who knows. And we'll be digging into those results in order to inform the curriculum and to do maybe some small groupings here or there. We'll pass some of the results to the Learning Center as well. It's all good. I want to say thank you to the parents who came to EQ Gym this morning, GYM. That was with our SEL team. May was there leading this. That was super. It's really a deep dive into our EQ model in the context of parenting. And I got to stop by and to hear some of the discussion and even add my 2 cents along the way. So thanks for all the engagement. There's a lot going on here for sure. And lastly, admission season opened and started. We have applications coming in. And sometimes parents ask, well, how can I help? Let me tell you how you can help. Contact Dana Story. She may need your help in a specific way, but I will also say what you can do is go to any variety of the sites out there that independent schools are being rated on, right? From Niche to Great Schools to Google, and leave a review. Leave a review for us, right? That is becoming more and more important as parents, certainly during the pandemic, seem to have migrated toward those platforms and those sites to get the initial impressions for schools. And so as a school that's young, we've not really pushed this. Some schools have coordinated efforts. We really don't. If you love Synapse, write a review. It's a huge deal for us in 2023. Okay, last but not least, I got this letter from my daughter's school, the Millbrook School. Okay, fabulous boarding school on the East Coast in New York. And this was written by their head of school, John Downs. Shout out John Downs. Amazing head of school back there in New York. And he wrote this letter to families and friends. He is so talented and so thoughtful. I just love this guy. But he was talking about children, right? This is a high school, by the way, but he was talking about kids, right? Considered a child under the age of 5. The vivid, seemingly insatiable imagination children display in those early years is perhaps the most judgment-free zone of curiosity. They inevitably discover something new every day. They can lose themselves for hours in make-believe worlds of fictional bliss. Discovering, is not only inherent but necessary for a child's survival. Their process of discovery is essential to knowing and understanding. Then something happens. When children move toward adolescence and adulthood, curiosity occasionally wanes. A 13-year-old may even think they know it all. This is true. Some 13-year-olds think that. And then he went on to describe, he was talking to his 11-year-old about this. Do schools kill or cultivate curiosity? And his son said, well, his teachers, they're pretty good. They introduce topics. But when he goes home, quote, and plays in the woods, no one is telling me what to think. So I get to explore whatever makes me curious. And sometimes that's better than school. Synapse is designed to make sure kids don't have to relegate themselves to the woods to be curious or outside of school to be curious. Just like Millbrook School, that was the point of this letter too. Millbrook does the same thing. Right? The teachers at Millbrook believe in curiosity. They embrace a child's mind. They embrace the beginner's mindset to model curiosity. That's what we do here too, big time. Kids here get to explore themselves. They get to explore content areas. They get to explore the world around them. And curiosity is constantly being cultivated in this garden known as Synapse. You should do the same thing at home. You probably do. If you self-selected into this school, I'm pretty sure that's going on at home too. But that is super important as kids grow up through adolescence, right? That curiosity is still there. We know from anecdotes back from graduates that our high school kids and college kids embraced that curiosity, that love of learning, that they were immersed in here at Synapse. Okay, shout out John Downs. Great letter. Everyone had a super weekend. Happy fall. See you next week.